Hello guys, it's LEGO Link here, and we'll go back to another video. In today's video, we're taking a look at set 75094 Imperial Shuttle Tyidirum from LEGO Star Wars. This set released in 2015 and includes 937 pieces and 5 minifigures. It originally retailed for $100 and has gotten more expensive, being around $200 new and $130 used. The minifigures of the set especially are pretty sought after and rare because they're all pretty much exclusive except for Chewbacca. But yeah, this set is based off of Return of the Jedi, and this is the shuttle they use in the movie to get to Endor without being caught. The one they steal, to be more exact. So that's why it's called the Shuttle Tyidirum. And that's why the figures, as you will see, are all in their Endor outfits. We'll take a look at the instructions now and then get to the figures. So here's the instruction manual. On the instructions you can see some nice art of Endor and the shuttle on it, plus the Stormtrooper and orange era of the Star Wars logo. And the instructions is pretty simple, kind of similar to normal instructions today. We have some Rebels promo art and other stuff. But yeah, you can see it's pretty standard instruction manual for nowadays. And then the back, we do have like promotion for figures in the sets of the year and some other sets that came out. So yeah, let's get into the figures now. So the first figure included is Chewbacca. And this is the normal Chewbacca figure that we still see today. Includes his bowcaster, which is just a crossbow piece, and that Chewbacca mold with the bowcaster and his printed fur, and some printed leg as well. So yeah, besides that, nothing's too special about this. Same Chewbacca they've been using for a long time now. So hopefully in the future of LEGO Star Wars we might get a new one. But yeah, at least he's included to make the scene more accurate. So we get this Rebel Trooper here with a nice olive green outfit with some camouflage, belt detailing and stuff like that. And it's a really good looking clothes texture for the Rebel soldier. The helmet is the same mold they've used for all these Endor soldiers and some other Rebel figures, with that kind of tan base and some green stripe around. And I use just a normal face for him, which has been used in other Rebel figures, and just overall background characters or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, I just really like the clothing, and I like how they use different color hands to represent gloves. So yeah, let's move on to the next figure. So we get this other Rebel soldier in this set, which has the same helmet piece, but this one, a lot of people like to call Captain Rex, since it has that beard on him, and there is a Captain Rex commando or Captain Rex lookalike commando in the Endor scenes. So yeah, that's what they like to call this figure. And it could be Captain Rex, you never know. But they include a different torso for him with this nice tan and gray vest. Same legs as before though. He comes with a blaster and face with a tan beard and eyebrows, which people keep saying it looks like Rex, but maybe we'll get one that kind of looks like the guy in the actual scene with a white beard. But for now, I guess this is the closest we'll get to an Endor Rex, if you want to believe that is him. So we also get this Endor Han Solo in this set. So there's this nice tan jacket with some camo on it, and you can still see his vest underneath. Then he has some nice printed legs where the jacket kind of comes onto them. He comes with a small blaster as well, and then he has this smooth brown hair, and then his face on one side is upset or determined look. On the other side we get more happy and a smiling face. So yeah, it's a pretty cool figure. Really like the clothes on it, and hopefully we get another one like this soon. So the last figure we're going to take a look at is Leia in her poncho, and this poncho is pretty sought after, including this figure as well, since it's not appeared in any other set. She comes with a cookie, which is the one that she gives to Wicket. She has some blue, I don't know what the color, bluish gray legs, no, something like that. And then of course that nice poncho piece, which includes some camouflage details. And underneath we have some printing for her torso, which looks pretty nice. And you can also see it on the back. So you can take the poncho off and it'll still look like a good figure. Then her face is a normal Leia face with smiling on one side, and then the angry face on the other, and then that classic Leia bun piece for her hair. So here is the Imperial Shuttle Tyidirum. Now this is the third version of it. If you don't count the UCS though, this is the second playscale version, I believe. There might have been one more in between, but I think the first one ever released was around 2000. No, this is the third playscale. I just remembered there is one from 2000, then you have 2006, and then this one 2015, and there was the UCS one earlier as well. And this model is pretty big compared to the one that released a couple years after in 2021, I think. So yeah, this is a pretty big model. It has almost 1,000 pieces. And yeah, we'll start by looking at the wings. So the wings are connected to this little mechanism here on the side, which has some gears and axles, which are kind of covered up by these white round pieces. And we also have this rotating piece here that's used in a lot of other Star Wars sets and just sets in general to make things rotate. But you can see there's some axles and bars right there, Technic pins and stuff that connect this to the rotating mechanism. So the wing is able to move up and down all the way until here. So it rotates a pretty good distance. So you can rotate it up and have it in a landing position, or all the way here to have it in flight position. So it looks pretty nice. And then also on that wing, we have this little box thing with the spring-loaded shooter. So you can see sticking out there. It's pretty well hidden by these circular pieces, which also has another gun attached to it. A brick-built one though. So it looks pretty nice. It can rotate a bit. But yeah, you can set this off. If you see up top, there is this little notch, and yeah, you can press it down, you can shoot it off. It's pretty sensitive, but yeah, it's pretty nice mechanism. So if you press this notch, it will shoot it off. And yeah, so I like how it's well hidden and all that. And then the actual wing itself just uses a lot of these wedge pieces plus some of these flat pieces as well. And it's a pretty long wing. There's some yellow at here for like the landing lights. But yeah, it's pretty flat as well, which makes it easy to fold up, and there's not much you'll see underneath. But yeah, so the other wing here is pretty much the same exact thing, but mirrored. So you have that landing light, all the tile detailing. We had the same mechanism for the spring-loaded shooter, and the same mechanism to rotate the wings up and down. You have the same gun here on the side. So yeah, you can rotate both of the wings up and have it in this nice landed position, or both of them down to have it in this flight position, which I can't really show too well on camera, but you get the idea. We have this little area where it's connected to the rotating mechanism, and you can see right here, there's also another brick-built gun that can be moved up and down. And this right here is actually a door, so you can pull this little handle. It's connected to some Technic beams and stuff. It can pull it out and up, and it moves pretty smoothly, and it reveals a little interior. So inside there is this little crate which has a sticker of the rebel symbol, and then there's some thermal detonators inside of that, and then there is some seats as well. I'll show the other side off soon, but you can see there's a little seat right here where you can seat one of the rebel figures, Leia, whoever you want. We also have this the spring-loaded shooter extra can be held up by these clips. And there is a little sticker right back there if you can see close enough. Hopefully it's not too dark, but it has a little nice sticker showing Endor and some other written text and stuff, so it's a pretty nice little detail. So yeah, the other side again is pretty much the same little gun here. This can open up again move up pretty smoothly. See on this side, there's some more chairs down there. There's 2 this time. So you can fit 3 figures in total, which is pretty nice. And we also have this little thing that can be removed, this carrier for a gun and a backpack as well. So that's a nice little removable detail. And of course the spring-load shooter on this side is clipped up here as well. So on the back, we have a nice little detail for the thrusters using some blue and some nice curved pieces to create that little engine look. And there's also a bit more detailing here, and overall it just looks pretty cool. We also have these nice landing lights here as well. So underneath the ship we have some landing lights here. We also have these landing gear that are kind of retractable. So they're retracted right now, but you can pull them out like that, and they move at the exact same time since they're connected by an axle right there. So you can move them like that. That's like kind of putting them away. But you can also have them out. It is kind of balanced, but sometimes I feel like the ship kind of tilts forward, especially when you put it down. It kind of tilts a bit forward due to the weight of the cockpit. But yeah, I think it's pretty nice to have that landing gear. But also, there's another mechanism here. If you pull down this yellow thing on the axle, it will let the landing platform down, so you can have that so figures can go up and into the ship. Just a little trapdoor piece, so that's pretty neat. And then you just move the yellow thing up so it doesn't fall. And I think it's pretty nice how it goes into position. Just yellow thing just holds a trapdoor, so it creates that nice ramp shape. So yeah, pretty cool features underneath. So the cockpit has this nice design using some snot techniques to create the windshield here, plus all the white surrounding it. There's some snot on the side as well to have these little wedge pieces that have more detail. But yeah, you can pull this up, reveal a little interior here. There's a brick with a sticker. This one's also supposed to have a sticker, but I'm missing it unfortunately. And then we have 2 chairs. If you didn't see the sticker, here it is. But there is 2 chairs with the tile with the separator in the middle, which allows you to put some figures in. Like you can have Chewbacca in there. He can actually fit in the seat since it's a bit wide. Well, you have to take his thing out to do that, but hopefully you can fit him in. And I just realized I took his hand off, but yeah, you can fit it in along with another figure there and have them sit pretty comfortably in that landing cockpit, or not landing cockpit, but the actual cockpit. And also, it can be removed as well, like that. There's some clips and Technic bars that allow it to be removed a bit as like a little escape pod, or if you just want to remove it for storage or whatever. So that's a pretty neat feature. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is this top little wing, the wedge here. So you can see there is a sticker underneath there for some detail. But yeah, this wing uses a lot of Technic pieces to make it pretty sturdy. It does wobble a little bit, but it's pretty sturdily connected. You can pick up the thing with it and it won't really fall. And yeah, it uses a lot of slope pieces, Technic things like I already said, to create that nice little shape, that little kind of kite shape, pyramid shape, whatever you want to call it. There's also a little dot on top as a landing light as well. And yeah, it just makes the ship stand out with that giant little wedge on top, and it looks pretty cool. So overall, this set is a pretty cool rendition of the Imperial landing craft, Imperial Shuttle, whatever you want to call it. And the figures are great. They probably won't be made again in the near future until we get another shuttle like this or some other type of Endor set. So yeah, I recommend if you find this pretty cheap that you pick it up. It's probably one of the best, if not the best, rendition of a playscale Imperial Shuttle. The 2021 one is a bit downsized, so this one is pretty good if you want a big Imperial Shuttle. I think I'll give this set a 9 out of 10. It's pretty cool. And yeah, check out my Make sure to check out other videos on the channel like United Life, plus other LEGO reviews, and I'll be posting more soon in the future. We'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.